Welcome to Trinity Smokers Channel. I'm Seth Farmer, and today we're smoking a pork butt on the hybrid offset, so stick around and I'll show you how it's done. This is the most simple cook you can do on barbecue. I'm doing 2 pork butts today. Got 2 different kinds, but they're about the same, 2 different brands, but they're the same size and weight. That's really what I'm looking for, because I want them to cook pretty consistent, pretty evenly. So yeah, we're gonna open these up. All right, so now that we're in standby and everything's looking good, I've got my wood here. I'm actually gonna start this unit by pushing on. Sorry, no, not on. I'm gonna start this unit by pushing the plus button to whatever your desired temperature is. I'm gonna start it out at 200. And there we go. There's the ignition. See, once it lights, all the smoke that it created really dissipates very quickly. See? Clears up. All right, so we're using post oak. You can see here, we just putting a level log on. I want it to be pretty smoky, at least at the beginning. But again, keeping this around 275, closer to 300 more than likely. Shut up, chicken! Oh my gosh, these chickens. All right, so I have chickens, but anyway, they're going crazy in the background. I don't know if she just laid an egg or what, but it's annoying. Anyway, chickens are great. Like I said, we're cooking a pork butt behind me on the offset here, the hybrid offset. Pork butts are the simplest things to cook in barbecue. Pretty much there's no trimming involved. There's nothing you really have to do. You know, take it out of the package, pat it dry, just season it the way you want it. It's really versatile. You could smoke it like a brisket in the sense of you could just do salt and pepper, add a little bit more sweetness if you want to. I personally like a little bit more sweetness than just salt and pepper on my pork butts, my pulled pork. I can keep the temperatures a little bit hotter. That's why I love this hybrid offset smoker that uses pellets to ignite the wood above, so I get the wood smoke, you know, post oak flavor that I'm looking for, but the temperature controlled that I can get with a pellet smoker. And the thing is that there's not just any pellet smoker that you want to get. I don't know if you were like me, but I really got a pellet smoker and I liked it, but I was expecting it to hold temperature perfect. That is not what I found to be the case with most pellet smokers. What I found to be the case with most pellet smokers is that the fluctuation in temperature is crazy. From 50 degrees too low to 50 to 100 degrees too high. I mean, it went all over the place. That's why I wanted to develop this hybrid offset. I wanted that traditional offset flow where the heat comes straight up over the grates, and the exhaust actually is at grate level. That was something that was really important to me. I didn't want the smokestack to be at the top because all the heat and the smoke would be going up and exiting quickly. I wanted it to come up, be drawn over the meat at grate level, and get as much smoke flavor as I could, good smoke flavor, from a traditional offset. So again, that's why I used the Old Country barbecue pits as the base foundation for my custom pits. But from there, I'm really, really satisfied and I'm really loving how my hybrid offset cooks. So if you want more information, just reach out to me at trinitysmokers.com. You know, check out some of the other videos that I have posted on YouTube. I have a brisket video, recently did a salmon video. I know I am gonna do a Q&A here in the future about some of the commonly asked questions that I have with regard to this smoker. But yeah, the pork butt, super simple. Render the fat. It's gonna take probably about 12 hours or so. Again, not every piece of meat is the same. Not every smoker is the same. Everything cooks a little bit differently, but I love it. I'm having fun doing it. I hope you're having fun doing it. It's a passion of mine, and that's why I put the time and effort into designing something that really fit my needs. I have a family of 3 boys. I'd like to spend time with them. I don't want to miss that time. And this affords me the opportunity to sometimes even do overnight cooks, like with the brisket that I did. And I can do overnight cook. I can get some sleep. I'm be good for the next day, good in the morning. And I'm not going to be just completely just trashed or exhausted. I just wanted to say that. So yeah, fun times. I'm going to get some coffee. Okay, now that I got my pork butts all set and seasoned, you can see the difference here. This one's gonna have the deeper red color, kind of more traditional pork, I guess pulled pork, kind of like bright red color, if you will. This is more gonna have a pretty deeper, heavier bark, so this is gonna be a lot darker. Again, honey hog on this one. This one has, I added salt separate at first, and then it's more pepper heavy with brown sugar, paprika, some other spices in there as well, some onion powder, some garlic powder. But yeah, we're gonna go put this on the pit. The pit is holding steady. We wanna keep it pretty high, so I'm gonna run this one at 300 degrees or close to that. And again, put logs on for the first 6 hours or so, maybe even a little longer, depending if I want to. And I'll show you how I do that. All right, we're at about 300 degrees, close to between 275 and 300. I'm not using a water pan in here, but because I wanna get a good bark. So put these guys on. Okay, so you want to make sure wherever the bone is, you're pointing that towards the fire or the hottest part. Okay, so these are pretty big, over 10 pounds, so about that. So I wanted to put them, I was gonna put them side by side, but I decided to put them front and back, and I'll rotate them if they start looking different. They're gonna cook a little bit differently, so we'll just adjust as we go. Okay, so we're about 5 hours in, and I wanted to show you these pork butts. They're looking pretty good. You can tell the difference between the two. I moved them around a little bit because again, the darker one was in the front, so I wanted to get them the same. Man, that red color on this one, I know it's showing up pretty bright on the screen, but it's amazing. Ugh, it just looks incredible. This back one looks incredible too. So anyway, holding steady, 275. I doubt I'm gonna spritz because I'm gonna foil both these guys and continue to render the fat on top and just burn a clean fire once I foil both them. But yeah, just wanted to show you the progress. 5 hours in. All right, stay tuned. It's been 7 hours. Oh my goodness, and these are looking great. Like the color I have. Internal temperature, we're reading about 175 or so. So I am going to put these in foil, but I'm not going to wrap them completely. I am putting them in an extra layer here with like an aluminum pan because I definitely don't want to miss or let all the drippings get a hole into the bottom of my foil, which I've done before, and all my moisture gets out to where I can't reincorporate. So I'm using a heavy duty, but I'll show you what I do in a second. So. Okay, so now I've got these kind of foil bloated up, but also in a pan. You could do it just in foil, a couple layers, things like that. So I want to continue to get the fat rendered on top. I mean, this is looking just awesome. It's rendered really well. This one too. It's a little bit has more of a bark on it. They're looking really great. So we're going to finish them off like this. We just temped these. They are temping a little over 200 now. The last part of the cook, I decided to cover them, but they look pretty amazing as you can see. So I'm going to take these off right now, and then I'm going to rest them off the pit for about an hour or so, and then we'll shred them and then see how they turned out. I'm going to start with this one, and we're going to transfer this one over here. And as you can see, oh yeah, when you take out the bone and it comes clean like that,
you know it is done. All right, so I've just finished shredding this. That's really good. It's pretty good. All right, well, we're gonna shred the other one next. Oh, oh no, oh, look what happened. The bone came out clean. That's what you want with a pork butt. Again, you know it's clean whenever, you know it's ready when the bone comes out perfectly clean, just like the other one. Again, these were temping at about 200, a little over 200 degrees, 205. Yeah, this is great. This is the honey hog one. It's a little bit darker, but I think it's a little bit milder of a flavor, to be honest. Let me try it. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it's a little sweeter, to be honest. I actually think I like this one quite a bit better. It has more rounded flavor. It's not as smoky. It's not as peppery. Has a little more sweetness to it. I actually think I really like that one the best. So, you know, you gotta try different things, see what you like. Yeah, this is great.